Chapter Chemical Reactions and Equations.
Welcome to Rosebud Academy.
You know that various changes in nature can be classified into either physical or chemical. Physical changes are temporary in nature. The material undergoes change in its shape, phase, size, etc., but does not undergo any change in its nature. Chemical changes are permanent in nature. The substance present before the change does not exist by the end of the change, and a new substance is formed.
Dear students, watch the video carefully. Some questions will follow. Do it in your previous notes that will be checked when the school reopens physically. Thank you. Now we will discuss about the chemical reactions.
A chemical change always involves a chemical reaction. The chemical reaction involves in our daily life situations. For example, coal is burnt, food gets digested in our body. Iron nail is exposed to humid atmosphere for a long time. We respire. Milk is converted into curd. Water is added to quicklime. Crackers are burnt. But how to know that a chemical reaction took place?
Let us discuss some examples of chemical reactions.
Example 1 of chemical reaction. Click each tab to learn more. Take 1 gram of quicklime, calcium oxide in a beaker.
Calcium oxide is called tuna in Hindi.
Add 10 ml of water into the beaker. Touch the beaker during the reaction. Put a red litmus paper into the beaker after the reaction.
When calcium oxide reacts with water, heat energy is released. Observation.
The beaker is hot.
Can you say why?
A colorless solution is produced after the reaction. The red litmus paper turns blue.
Again to think why. Learning.
The beaker is hot during the reaction because heat is produced when quicklime reacts with water. The colorless solution produced at the end of the reaction is basic in nature as the red litmus paper turns blue. Now, let us do another activity to learn about chemical reactions.
Let us do some more activities.
To learn
All the
about
activities
chemical
discussed
reactions.
here are very important.
Click each tab
So
to
watch
learn
it
more.
very carefully. Okay? Thank you.
Take 100 ml of water in a beaker. Dissolve a small quantity of sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. Take 100 ml of water in another beaker.
Watch very carefully.
Dissolve a small quantity of barium chloride, BaCl2.
Initial observation.
There is a change in the color of the solutions in both the beakers.
Oh, the color changes. Final activity.
Add the solutions of both the beakers. Note the changes in the colors of the solution. Sodium sulfate reacts with barium chloride to give white precipitate barium sulfate. Sodium sulfate reacts with barium chloride to give white precipitate barium sulfate. do another activity to learn about chemical reactions. Click each tab to learn more. Take a 3 cm long magnesium ribbon. Use a sandpaper to rub and clean the ribbon. Hold the ribbon using a pair of tongs. Burn the ribbon using a spirit lamp or a burner.
These practicals are assigned by CBSC, which has to be done in practical notes.
A dazzling white flame is produced when the magnesium ribbon burns in oxygen. A white powder is formed and is collected in a watch glass.
Watch glass is transparent. What do we learn from this?
Here the two reactants, magnesium in solid state and oxygen in gaseous state, combine. A single product, magnesium oxide as white powder, is formed and collected in a watch glass. Magnesium powder is formed due to the reaction between magnesium and oxygen present in the air. Now, let us do another activity to learn about chemical reactions. Click each tab to learn more.
The coming activity shows the evaluation of a gas.
Take a few zinc granules in a conical flask. Add 5 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid into the flask. Make a note. Be careful while handling the acid.
Acids are harmful and can corrode the skin.
There is a change in the color of the zinc granules.
Can you think of what colors change it may be?
Bring a burning matchstick near the mouth of the conical flask.
What will you observe? See in the next slide.
The matchstick is put off with a pop-up sound. The beaker is warm when touched with a finger.
Welcome to the laboratory of Rosebud Academy. Learning.
A chemical reaction involves in both breaking and formation of bonds, a change in the state of the substance, a change in the color of the substance, release of heat energy, formation of precipitates, liberation of a gas.